Hi, welcome to TurtleBurger. It is WIP Wednesday, which is Work in Progress Wednesday. It has been about 6 days since my last podcast, so I thought I would just hop on here real quick and show you what I've worked on. I have only worked on 2 projects in the past 6 days because I really want to get these done. The first that I have put the most time into is my Luminous Summer Tee by Minimi Knit Designs. I ran out of yarn here, which I had 2 skeins, which I'll get into the yarn details in a minute. I had 2 skeins and I ran out, so now I am just using bare yarn. The pattern calls for you to knit the body to 7 inches before you do it's like a 3-round rib before binding off, and I currently am at 7.5 inches. I have not tried it on, but I'm fairly confident that 7.5 inches is not long enough for my taste. I will be wearing them with high-waisted jeans or maybe leggings, but I still would like it to be longer. So my goal is to knit it to about 9.5, 10 inches, and then do the ribbing at the bottom and be done with it. I have already done the sleeves, so after blocking it will be officially done. I am making her size 4. Just look how pretty that is. And let's see, I currently have them on barber cord because I am ready to try it on. I just haven't done that yet. So it's living in my CB Crafty Girl bag from Carla Knits. The yarn I'm using, let's see if I can find my labels here. Yes, okay. So the yarn in this variegated is You Knit, I Dye in the color Freak Show. Again, I had 2 skeins of that. And then the bare yarn that I'm using is just Knit Picks Hawthorne DK in bare yarn. And the needles I'm using are my Clover Takumi interchangeables. The body is done on a US size 7, 4.5 millimeter, and then the ribbing at the bottom and the arms are done on a US size 5, 3.75 millimeter needle. So like I said, I have put the most work into that this week because I would really like it to be done. It feels rather thick. I mean, it is a DK, so it may be more of like a fall t-shirt. It might still be kind of warm to wear it in the summer, and because of that, I'd really like to try making a fingering weight tee and seeing if it is any lighter. That would be pretty neat. Let's see. Okay. And then the only other project I have worked on, that's not true. Actually, I did work on my Carla's Garden shawl, but I only got 2 rows done, so there's no point in showing that. But I am working on my Each Kindness shawl, which this is a pattern. It was a test for Darcy of Chitchat Knits. It has since been released on Ravelry. So my podcast, I had only gotten to this ripples section. So since then I have started the striped. So in the original pattern, each of the ripple sections are done in your main color, which for me is this pink, but it's written for sport weight yarn and I'm afraid of running out of yarn. So, and I knew I wanted to finish it in the pink. So I thought what I would do is there's 6 total ripples. This is my third. I thought I would do one more when I get to it in the bear section, and then I should have enough to do the last 2 ripples and striping and bind off in my one skein of yarn. So, but this is really pretty. Let me bring this up to you so you can see that ripple. The ripples almost remind me, I don't know if this is actually what it's called, but it very much is similar to like the bamboo stitch. I should have asked Darcy if that's what she thinks it is, because it's very similar to the technique used in when I make my bulky weight hats, the broken ladders beanie, the twisted ladders beanie, and the slides and ladder beanies from Jessica Paws Creates. Those are all 3 variations of the bamboo stitch, and that's basically exactly what this is. So that's what it reminds me of, but very, very pretty. The needles I'm using, a 40-inch cable. It is Chowgoo US size 6, 4mm. I love this striping. So pretty. And also with this, I forgot to mention it in my podcast, but I've been so excited about it. Instead of cutting my yarn on the stripe sections, because it's, you basically just do 2 rows and then go to the next color for striping, is I have learned to carry my yarn up the side, and I think that is just so cool, because I would have cut my yarn every time. As of now, I'm only cutting it for the ripples because that's a lot longer of rows. So that's pretty exciting. The yarn I'm using has already turned into a mess. My main color is this hot pink. This is pineapple yarn. Let's see. Oops. Dropping stuff here. It's pineapple yarn. This is her Lonnie DK base in the color Princess. It is a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 246 yards, and a 100-gram skein. So she has since gone out of business, but this was really nice yarn. I do have one more skein of hers that I got in one of her monthly boxes in, I believe it was January of 2022. So I'll be excited to use that up next. And then, and that one may be fingering weight. I can't remember what it is. And then, of course, my bear yarn is also the Hawthorne DK from Knit Picks. Just like I said, bear yarn. And it is 80% fine superwash Highland wool and 20% polyamide. And that is it. That is all I have been working on this week, trying to get at least those 2 projects done. And that's it. I hope you're having a great week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.